Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Butler Stadium. It's WPKY coverage of Lady Tigers soccer. Tonight, the Lady Tigers will be taking on the Henderson County Colonels right here in Butler Stadium. Dennis Stevens along with Jordan Dunn. And sitting in for Macy Janina tonight is Joe McEnany. So, Joe, glad to have you on with us tonight.
Hey, I appreciate to make my first inaugural broadcast color person, if you will, color man. So excited to be here.
It's going to be a fun night tonight. A big test for the Lady Tigers as it was the other night. And, Jordan, I'll take the time just to have you turn that down just a hair. There you go. Going to be a big test. We had a tough game last week against McCracken County. Lost 10-1, but McCracken is going to be a power in that first region. Henderson County is always either first or second when you mention power teams in the second region. So you know what you're going to have coming into tonight is a tough team in the third game of the season.
Yeah, and I tell you, I had an opportunity to watch the game last week and listen to the second half. You know, the Lady Tigers stayed in there pretty good, and then just slowly a couple goals got away from them, and then it just seemed like they kind of ran out of steam a little. But, you know, I'm of the mindset, beginning of the season, going against stronger opponents really makes you better, and because it kind of gives you an opportunity to see where your biggest changes need to take place coming in. And I think Coach Jacobs and his staff will do so. We'll make some changes.
Well, one change, now that you mentioned that, one change that we heard from him tonight is we were able to talk to him before the game. He's going to drop back an extra defensive player because he knows Henderson County is going to try to run it up. Their goal, anytime they step on a field, if they're not playing a Bowling Green or maybe an Evansville school, they want to mercy rule you. I mean, that's what they go after. They had, I think I looked at their record, they had in the neighborhood of 5 mercy rule games last year. So that's what they want to do. Coach Jacobs, one thing I like about him, he's a new coach, but he makes an adjustment. Even though it's the third game of the season, he's going to try something different to see how his team can fare against a perennial power in Henderson County. And I think that's commendable for both Coach Jacobs, and it gives these girls something to try early in the season that they might have to do come district or regional tournament time.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you, any experience they can gain from kind of shifting lines around, or in this case, shifting the defense around, I'm with you. I think that has to benefit them looking down the road and knowing who your opponent is. Like you said, you're obviously well-versed on Henderson, and you can tell they're a very well-coached team coming in, and like you said, an annual powerhouse. So, boy, it makes sense. And with your point, I think the coaching staff has done a nice job. Coach Jacobs and his group has done a nice job just starting off the season. So excited to watch tonight.
And now that we have a minute, and you're more familiar with the JV team, having a daughter that plays on it, 2 big wins the last couple of nights. 2-0 win over McCracken County, 4-0 over Henderson here tonight. So when your JV team, is beating those powerhouse JV teams that are coming in, that's a sign that cupboard's not bare for the next few years. You've got some players on that team. I know your daughter is one of the top-notch players on that team. Another number 33, Adams.
Kelsey Adams.
Kelsey Adams, she is a player.
Oh, she's just a powerhouse. And I tell you, you mentioned it, having that group coming up, and Coach Jacobs and the assistant coach, gosh darn, I can't think of her name.
Ashley Holt.
Yes. Wow. They've made changes, and really impressive coming out and how they performed against this tough Henderson team. Great passing. I can't say enough about the defense. Morgan and Asia, and they platoon the other two. Wow. They just played smart. I want to say we probably had 6 offsides calls because that back line, that defensive line, understood how to play together as a team. So the future looks bright for Lady Tiger soccer. I agree with you, Dan.
I got to see about the entire second half, and I think the goalkeeper's name is Manley.
Yes.
I don't think I saw her pick up a single ball from the time I got here in the second half.
I'm telling you, the Tigers' defense just took care of any threats early on, and Kate made a phenomenal save early in the not early in the first half, but in the first half. A wonderful play by Henderson moving in to the area, and a point-blank diving save by Kate, and I think that just energized the group once more. And then, of course, Jada up front, who just has phenomenal speed
Oh
and
yeah.
footwork. She's just worked on her footwork, and it's very impressive. She's just a threat anytime she gets the ball on her foot. So, again, it's fun soccer to watch,
It is.
and I'm excited for the team and the coach. Just looking forward, enjoying the rest of the season.
And I think Jade is the player you mentioned that I saw late in that second half. She had more or less a breakaway. She had one player to beat, but she got down to about the 6-yard box, turned, got position, and dumped it off to another player instead of trying to force it. The other player just happened to miss, not by much.
No.
But I thought for probably an 8th grader, I'm assuming.
Right.
That was a phenomenal play to
play.
take there and stop where a lot of others, even on up to juniors and seniors, would try to force that in and waste a possession. She had a much better shot with the teammate she passed it off to, so I thought that was a standout play, even though nothing was scored on it. Just the ability to turn and make that play.
And you can see that is evident with all that team, is that it's not so much an individual play, it is a team play, and they work together and they communicate on the field. So again, I got to throw it back to the coaching staff. I think clearly they're having great success with how they're teaching, and it's going to be a great season.
We are a few minutes away from kickoff in this game between Caldwell County Lady Tigers, Henderson County Lady Colonels. It's scheduled for a 7 o'clock kickoff. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to look at some of the players to watch in this upcoming game, and also some news of a tragic house fire by one of the players. So you want to take a break on this one, Jordan? All right, we'll take a minute break and come back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY.
Tiger Soccer, and we know you are too. Show your Tiger pride. Come at Taco John's on home game day, wearing your blue and gold, and receive 10% off your meal. Remember Taco John's at our new location at US Highway 62 West in Princeton. Again, don't forget, wear your blue and gold in to Taco John's on game days and get 10% off your meal. And let's go Tigers! Being a small-town girl, the one thing I look forward to on Friday night is Tiger football. We can't treat the Tigers, but we can treat you. Hi, I'm Krista Futrell from Princeton Health and Rehab. Have you had surgery from an old injury? Our therapy team offers physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy up to 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. Still in the comforts of your own rehab suite. We accept Medicare and most major insurances. Don't let that old injury keep you out of the game of life. Call me at 270-365-3541. We're your neighbors. We're your friends. We're Princeton Health and Rehab.
You can help your cooling system keep you cooler this summer by following a few simple energy-saving tips. Make sure all windows and doors are tightly closed to keep cooler in and keep hot air out. Keep drapes, curtains, and blinds closed during the hot daytime hours to prevent sunny heat from coming in. Change filters regularly to help keep air flowing properly. All these tips are easy to follow, and they work. By the way, if your cooling system is not keeping you cool and comfortable the way it should be, it may be time to invest in a new electric heat pump. And Penny Ryan Electric has a very good plan for qualified members. That's right. Qualified Penny Ryan Electric members can benefit from a special low-interest loan on selected electric heat pumps and conveniently pay for it through your regular monthly electric bill. Even take 10 years to pay it off. Put your home in the comfort zone with a new energy-efficient, money-saving electric heat pump. For details, call Penny Ryan Electric. Your touchstone energy cooperative.
As the sun sizzles outside, come in to Sanders Gatherings and check out their summer florals and wreaths in lots of summer colors. You'll find the perfect accessories, pitchers, baskets, and vases for your country and primitive lifestyle. Sanders is filled with the best the countryside has to offer. That's Sanders Gatherings, located at 116 East Main Street in Princeton, open 11 to 4 Tuesday through Saturday.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drop-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
And welcome everybody back to Butler Stadium for coverage tonight on WPKY of Lady Tiger Soccer. The Lady Tigers taking on the Henderson County Lady Colonels. Dennis Stevens along with Joe McEnany and Jordan Dunn with you on the call tonight. Joe, before we get into the key players for this ball game tonight and what to look for, there was a tragedy occurred for one of the players' families where they had a house fire. McKenna Jackson family lost, from what we understand, everything in a house fire. There are donations being taken up. I know your wife is leading a charge on one of the donations with the soccer group. A donation jar has been set up here at Butler Stadium as you come in the door to get your ticket. And we ask that everybody that can, if you can donate anything at all, money, clothing, I think the sizes, a lot of things you can find on Facebook at different locations. But Joe, if you have anything to add to that, we would love anybody to come in, donate what they can. We're on the air again on Thursday for a 5:30 game against Dawson. If the jar is not there and you want to donate it, bring it up to the broadcast booth and we'll make sure it gets to the proper people.
Absolutely, and yes, like you said, what a tragedy for the family. But thank goodness no one was hurt, so they were able to escape without any injury. But I couldn't even imagine losing everything. And to your point, I would think anyone who can donate anything toward them, Facebook's probably a great way to look and see where some of the donation avenues are. But our prayers go out to McKenna and her family in this time.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's on the minds of the team tonight as they get ready to take the field here against Henderson County. As we said, Henderson County is a powerhouse team. They're going to come in tonight. They're not going to surprise you. They're not going to sneak up on anybody because you expect them to be good. If they're not good, that's the surprise. But tonight, they're going to be a good team. They lost their opener to Bowling Green. Bowling Green made it to the Final Four last year and does regularly make it to the Final Eight, Final Four. Henderson County in the Final Eight last year against Bethlehem, I think it was. So a quality team coming in tonight. Coach Jacobs has made some arrangements. That defensive line is really going to have to step up tonight.
Well, and again, I think clearly you can tell by the JV team, Henderson's well coached. They move the ball phenomenal. I know, to your point, they've had year-over-year success, so there's nothing less than that, to expect this evening. Now, but how about this evening's weather?
Oh, beautiful!
I'm telling you, for those out there, if you have the time, come out and enjoy the game in person. Of course, we love you listening in, but boy, it's just a beautiful evening.
And we are happy to bring these broadcasts to you, especially with the help of our title sponsor, Woodman of the World agent, Craig Smiley, an old friend of mine from a long way back. So we appreciate Craig and all he does for us here.
Absolutely.
And you can listen to us in a number of ways, Joe. You can listen on 103.3 FM here in Princeton. If you're at the game and you want to pick it up on your phone, you can download the TuneIn app, search WPKY. You can listen to the game on that. Or you can go to WPKYonline.com. Jordan has a live stream coming tonight from here at Butler Stadium. We have a lot of people watch this. In fact, at the football game on Saturday night, at one point we had 121 people watching on the live stream for the football game. So a lot of comments and word is getting out about the job Jordan does with that stream.
I tell you, we're very fortunate Jordan's involved in this. He's just taken us to another level.
Good evening and welcome to your
we'll hold back here for the introductions.
Monday night soccer matchup between your Caldwell County Lady Tigers
and all the players are at midfield, which is unusual, so we'll see what Coach Jacobs is going to do.
Lineup for the Henderson County Lady Colonels.
Okay, he's doing the starting lineup for Henderson County.
Number 2,
and I don't see anybody out of the norm for Caldwell County except maybe it would be number 12, Matea Butts. That may be the extra defensive player that Coach Jacobs has put in for tonight.
Number 7,
because he did mention that he was going to add some defense, try to keep the score down.
Abby Roberts.
And this is a game similar
number 11,
to if you're a football fan, similar to Saturday night. Christian County was the favorite this year with the size they had, the returning players that they had. But I'm sure Coach Barnes pulled away a lot of positives out of that game. The same tonight for Coach Jacobs, I would imagine, after this one.
Absolutely.
If his players respond.
Starting lineup for your Caldwell County Lady Tigers. Number 12, Matea Butts.
And Matea Butts in the starting lineup.
Number 10, Sarah Grace Carnahan.
Sarah Grace Carnahan defensively for the Lady Tigers.
Number 7, McKenna Crowley.
McKenna Crowley, a scorer from
19,
way back.
Laney Fletcher.
Laney Fletcher.
Number 1, Taylor Freeman.
Taylor Freeman, the
16,
quarterback, I
Meriden
guess, of the
Janina.
team.
Number 14,
Meriden Janina.
McKenna Jackson.
McKenna
Number
Jackson.
20, Bella McConnell.
Bella McConnell,
Number 2,
a freshman in the
Mackenzie
starting
Smiley.
lineup. Mackenzie Smiley.
Number 0, Drew Hadley Thomas.
0, Drew Hadley Thomas in
And
goal.
Number 4, Alyssa Trailer.
And Pookie Trailer gets the start tonight for the Lady Tigers.
Please rise and remove your caps.
And we're going to take a quick break as they play the national anthem. You're listening to Lady Tigers Soccer on WPKY.
Starter loans, auto loans, or auto repair. Whatever your need might be, let ABC Finance and their friendly staff help you. ABC Finance can help you through the tough times. Stop by or call ABC Finance today, located on 62 West, the Christian Plaza in Princeton. Phone 365-7444. Call Jody Lamb or one of the friendly staff, and they will do their best to get the money you need. Say, what's for lunch? Breakfast? No, what's for lunch? Oh, yeah, breakfast. Breakfast for lunch? Yep. Then what's for dinner? Breakfast is. I thought you said breakfast was for lunch. I totally did. But now you're saying breakfast is for dinner. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, wait, is lunch for breakfast? No, breakfast is for breakfast. With McDonald's all-day breakfast menu, which includes the V8 McMuffin, hotcakes, and hash browns, anytime is delicious breakfast time. Man, I'm heading to McDonald's. Have a good afternoon. Don't you mean good morning? I do now. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu varies by location. Maintenance is everywhere. I'm a Class 1 hitch holding a Class 3 load, and I just snapped. Now your trailer full of four-wheelers is going off-roading without you. So get all steady, or agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
This is Fred Foltz. Call me today at the Woodall Agency, 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
And back to Butler Stadium for tonight's soccer action. It's Caldwell County Lady Tigers, Henderson County Lady Colonels here on 103.3 The Tiger. Caldwell County in the home white tonight. And a big week for the Lady Tigers as they have the game against Henderson tonight, of course. Tomorrow night they're at University Heights facing the home squad in the first round of the All-A Classic. Then right back here on Thursday night against Dawson Springs for a 5:30 kick. We'll have that on the air just shortly after the evening news with Ty Englebright. So hope you'll tune in for that, and we'll update you on the scores from the All-A Classic.
Yeah, busy week ahead for the Lady Tigers, and I'll be interested to see how they come out tonight. Then after the game the other evening.
I think this is a team with some fights. You've got a lot of players on this squad. I'm sure Henderson has just as many, if not more, but we have a lot of club players on this team. This junior class has really played together for a long time, since they were maybe 4 or 5 years old, and by and large, they've stuck with it. We are underway as Caldwell County has first kick possession. They try to work it up the middle, get it over to Pookie Trailer, stolen away by Henderson County as they make the transition back up the field. That was Bella McConnell giving chase. Henderson still able to keep it inbounds and put the shot on, but
yeah, great save.
Drew Hadley able to get a hand on that, knock it out across the end line. It will be a corner kick for Henderson in the first minute.
Yeah, good possession by Drew. She right on the bar, knew where the shot was coming from, but good play by Henderson. They squeezed the ball down.
Good job by Bella McConnell to get back. Freshman in the starting lineup. That's got to be tough for her. 2 of the first 3 games she plays is against McCracken and Henderson.
Yeah, that's a wake-up call right away.
Henderson sets the ball in play in the corner, puts the ball in play across the front of the net, blocked, kicked out. I think that was Sarah Grace Carnahan able to put a foot on it and get it out to the side.
Nice clear. That was good. That was a good corner kick by Henderson.
It's going to be a throw-in on the far sideline just in front of the concession stand here at Butler Stadium.
Good pressure by Caldwell.
On the defensive pressure is Laney Fletcher. Ball loose. Henderson gets possession just in front of the student section here at Butler. Nice charge up on the ball by Mackenzie Smiley to force the issue. You don't want to give Henderson County a lot of time to look the field over, because they'll be about like McCracken County and they'll hurt you with it.
Yeah, Tigers are certainly attacking the ball, which is great.
Henderson still with possession. Nice crossover move, center of the field, about 20 yards out. Shot on goal is going to go wide right, and it'll be a goal kick for Drew Hadley.
Yeah, good intensity by the Tigers coming out here. You know, Henderson moved that ball down. He had a good clear off the corner, but really open field just playing.
Drew has her hand up, puts the ball in play. Big, long kick out near midfield, headed by Henderson County backwards. They gain possession in their defensive end. They switch it to the middle, just outside the midfield circle, work it back in towards the center. Play it over to the left side. Little give and go back to the middle. Chasing Sarah Grace Carnahan. Nice position by her, along with Pookie Traylor not giving up down this side as a midfielder.
Good help by Pookie.
Ball played back out by Meriden Janina up to, that's Pookie still with possession. Sarah Grace with the big boot up the field. McKenna Crowley able to chase it down, now has possession going to the offensive end, but stolen away by Henderson.
Yeah, nice pick from behind by Henderson.
And Henderson's going to push the defense all the way up on the throw. Player broke in front of the defensive line for just a second for Henderson. No offsides call, but she kicks it over to the sideline. That's Lainey Fletcher at the far side, puts it back in play, looking for Mackenzie Smiley.
Good job, Smiley.
Smiley doesn't have a lot of size, but what she does, she's not afraid to go in there and throw her weight around.
She pushed that ball right back to her own player. That was a great play.
Kind of missed kick by the defensive line, but fortunately goes right back to Drew Hadley with very little pressure.
Yep.
So she'll come out with the punt at the 18. Nice long punt. She's consistently, Joe, right around midfield, if not farther, on just about all of her punts.
I'm always impressed with Drew's ability to put that foot on the ball.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if she's not an all-region keeper.
Wow, what a great pass.
Pookie Traylor had possession for just a second, stolen away by Henderson. Now a little give and go as they keep it in, work it up the near sideline here under the broadcast booth. One touch back to the center as they come through the center circle here at Butler Stadium. Nice steal there by Bella McConnell, gets it away to Taylor Freeman. Taylor takes it up towards Mackenzie Smiley. Henderson player hits the ground, no call. They try to feed the middle on a through, blocked away there nicely by Matea Butts. Now Meriden Janina, Macy usually this season up in the broadcast booth with us, but that's her sister out on the field now. Right. I've watched Macy play only about 250 games, I imagine. So
makes sense. I tell you what, Macy's done a wonderful job helping you, and I know I'm no comparison, but this is as good as it gets for you all tonight.
Well, we're glad to have you. And Macy, I think, has done a wonderful job in the first two games with us.
Yeah, we appreciate her helping out.
Big kick by Drew Hadley, but that's going to go out of bounds right at midfield. Henderson will put this ball in play. 35 minutes left in the first half. No score early on. Caldwell County, Henderson County. Almost a nice settle there by Sarah Grace Carnahan. Just got over the line a hair. Gave the possession back over to the Colonels.
Yep, just hopped on her a little bit.
Throw goes all the way into Drew Hadley, so she'll be able to take this one out. And Joe, I'll try to keep this roster pulled up for you. If it happens to go bad, just tap it and swipe it.
Yeah, I was watching the game the other night, and I just kept asking my wife, okay, which one's that? Which one's that?
The first game, I did the same thing, so don't feel bad.
Well, I forget my kids' names, so. Oh.
Lainey Fletcher moves up into a midfield position now. Gets it up to Mackenzie Smiley. Mackenzie in a good battle. Gets it over to McKenna Crowley. Caldwell County looking good so
defense.
far.
Yeah, they really are. Defense is very stout.
Ball gets down in a dangerous position. Mackenzie Smiley did not pull up. She went forward. Now it's going to be called well offsides on that one. One thing I think I wanted to ask Coach Jacobs, against McCracken County the other night, Caldwell County let McCracken really look the field over, gave them way too much time before they closed in. Tonight, a whole different story. You can tell they've worked on this since last Thursday night.
Yeah, I was just going to, I mentioned that earlier, just very impressive. The Tigers going after, being aggressive, going after the ball. Nothing, Henderson's having to work for everything.
Shot on goal by Henderson, not much on it, easily scooped up by Drew Hadley. Caldwell County will retreat.
Nice play.
Good position there by McKenna Crowley at midfield to control the kick. Gets it over to Pookie Trailer. Pookie down the sideline. Gets it past the defender. She does have good speed, has a decent angle.
That's a great play.
And it's going to go off the Henderson player across the end line, so it'll be Caldwell County's first corner kick of the contest.
I tell you what, good looking one too with Taylor and Pookie there. Pookie was looking to get it back over Taylor. Taylor was moving down into the play perfectly, and the Henderson player had no chance, so hit it off her, went out of bounds for a nice corner opportunity.
Let's see who's taking this kick. Looks like McKenna Crowley is setting up, or maybe that's Mackenzie Smiley, I'm sorry. Smiley puts it across the box, kicked out by Henderson County. A little bit higher on the approach than I think she really wanted it.
Yeah.
Henderson comes back down defensively. It's Sarah Grace Carnahan on the chase. There's Bella McConnell with a nice rotation.
Oh, just perfect.
Good job on the rotation by those two. Gets it up to Pookie. Pookie has it. Nice play by her to get possession back across midfield. Looking for Mackenzie Smiley and McKenna Crowley. McKenna with the run. Barely gotten away by Henderson, but they find Laney Fletcher with it. Now back to McKenna. Stolen away just outside the circle by Henderson County.
Good little flurry there for the Tigers.
Henderson puts a transition on. Nice run on that far sideline to take it out of bounds is Matea Butts, new to the starting lineup tonight. So it'll be a throw-in for Henderson County. A lot of transition by both squads. No team is really controlling the pace tonight or the time of possession, either one. Both pretty much 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, it really has been, Dennis. I tell you, I think, again, just watching how the Tigers are coming out, they're realizing they can certainly compete.
Position switches a couple of times on the far sideline. And it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a throw for the Lady Tigers.
I tell you, I like their physical play, too. You know,
they've got a good combination. You've got speed. You've got some toughness on this squad. You've also got some skill players. Taylor Freeman, probably the most unselfish player to put on any type of Tiger uniform. Henderson with a nice possession on this one. They're starting to spread the field a little bit. They work it down, but Matea Butts breaks that up on that defensive line, gets it over to Meriden Janina, to Laney Fletcher. Laney puts it back to Taylor. Nice one touch from Taylor.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Gets it up looking for McKenna Crowley. Stolen away by Henderson. Henderson transition. Now they have an open run, open shot on goal. Comes up. Nice play there by Drew Hadley. Saw she had to come out of the goal, made the slide, got it in possession. And a great play by Drew Hadley. That's why I said I think she will easily be an all-region keeper this season.
I tell you, that was a phenomenal play by Drew. That Henderson player, they fed a line through, and that was a great shot on goal, but Drew on it all the way.
Henderson double teams McKenna Crowley. They find Pookie Trailer. Goes off of Pookie. Back out towards midfield. Settled there. A nice settle by Taylor Freeman. Taylor finds Fletcher. Back to Freeman. Freeman switches sides. Henderson closed in on that one with 2 or 3 players, but somehow got all the way over to Mackenzie Smiley, but off of her foot and out of bounds. Joe, the last couple of years we had to remember Taylor Freeman has started that position since her freshman year, and at times we've had to just stop and remember, hey, she's a freshman, or last year even she's a sophomore, because of how well she controls that field.
Yeah, she's just so stout in the middle of that field.
Pookie Trailer had a nice run, broken up by Henderson. Now they come back up the near sideline. They play the through ball to number 5. Number 5 has most of their goals on the season.
Great collapse by the defense there.
Good job by Meriden Janina to clear that ball back out. Henderson, though, with the rebound. They put it to the sideline. Now Sarah Grace Carnahan's going to take it up in front of the Lady Tiger bench and out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Henderson County. Let's see, I have number 5 here. We'll check her name. That's Maddie Griggs.
Maddie Griggs, okay.
She's not only leading the Lady Colonels in scoring, but also in assists. So if the ball is played, it's probably going to be off the foot of number 5 at some point.
Yeah, you can tell they've been looking for her as they has kicked those through balls. Henderson clearly puts it in her direction to make things happen.
As we said, Henderson lost their first game to Bowling Green 2-1, came back, beat a tough Ohio County team 4-0, a team that the Lady Tigers played late in this season. McKenna Crowley now at midfield, tried to make a run, covered up by Henderson. She decides to drop it back to Taylor Freeman. Taylor looks for Mackenzie Smiley. Step 2, though, by Henderson County as they control it and bring it back to midfield.
Yeah,
now they work it to the left side. Nice return by Pookie Traylor. I think she's doing a phenomenal job
Just
running
great
offense
help.
and defense. She's going
Correct.
to be needing a sub before too awfully long because she's going to be tired, but that's what that position is designed to do. You're going between the 20-yard markers, if you will, if they were on the field.
Yep, and I can tell you she's got the speed to accommodate both the runs up front and then the help defense, which she just did there.
Through ball by Henderson County. This one's going to be tough for Drew Hadley. She's able to put a foot on it, kick it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw for Henderson County. Yeah, Pookie doing a great job, but you see his hands on the hips. It's starting to get just a tad bit fatigue. Caldwell County does have a deep bench, though. I think, Joe, they have enough to put a full 10, as Coach Jacobs did against McCracken County. He pulled everybody off the field except Drew Hadley and replaced him late in that second half.
No, that's a wonderful, it's a wonderful thing to have, a deep bench. So as these players work hard like they're doing, as they get winded, to have that opportunity to put someone else in, fresh legs, is going to make a big difference.
Good play to Caldwell County to control that to McKenna Crowley. She brings the offense up. Henderson drops back. Their midfielder comes. Double teams. McKenna fights through it. Fights it, finds it over to the corner. Looking for Laney Fletcher. Laney closed in. Shot on goal. And caught by the keeper for Henderson County. But a nice play by Crowley over to Fletcher on that one.
Yeah, nice play by McKenna. She made things happen. She split the defense and then made a beautiful pass. Great shot on goal.
I've known McKenna for a lot of years, and one thing she's going to give you, that effort's going to be 100% at the opening kick, and I don't care if you're down 10-1 with 1 minute left, you're not going to be able to tell a difference in the intensity or the effort from McKenna Crowley.
I imagine that's what helped her earn that captain's badge.
Yeah, I'm sure that went a long way in it. She's a fiery competitor. Henderson County with possession, far sideline now, near midfield. It's going to go out of bounds. Be a throw in for Henderson as it went off of Fletcher. Big throw by Henderson, but controlled by Bella McConnell. Puts a strong leg up near midfield. Now Sarah Grace Carnahan defensively. Wanted to step in on that, but wisely stayed back. Henderson had to play it back. Now McKenna Crowley is 2-on-1. Henderson able to steal that one away.
Yeah, the Henderson defense, certainly Tigers are going to have their work cut out for them moving past them. They also play good defense.
Jordan, we are about ready for a 1 minute break. If you want to take that, we'll go ahead and take it now. And we'll be back to the action here at Butler Stadium. So after 1 minute, you'll be back listening to Lady Tiger Soccer, and it's right here on 103.3 The Tiger. Sorry, I should have given you a heads up.
After a hard day at work, you would like to shop for a vehicle, but simply didn't have the time today. Thanks to modern technology and more friends at Price Hughes, you can pick out the perfect vehicle, get an estimated trade-in value, and even submit a credit application from the comfort of your living room. Visit PriceHughes.com, and in just a few short minutes, you could be on your way to a new car, truck, or SUV. Price Hughes Incorporated makes it simple to shop from the comfort of your own home. That's PriceHughes.com, Highway 91 North in Princeton. When you need extra time to heal, Caldwell Medical Center's swing bed program can help you if you've been discharged from a hospital but still need recovery time before going home. Who's right for swing beds? Patients with recent joint repair or replacement, recovering from a wound or major surgery, patients who need acute physical or occupational therapy, patients in need of post-hospitalization pain management or IV therapy, or patients recovering from a stroke. For more information, contact Caldwell Medical Center at 270-365-0300. Caldwell Medical Center, located at 100 Medical Center Drive.
Back to Butler Stadium. It's high school girls soccer action here on WPKY. Caldwell County, Henderson County. Henderson set to take the throw in. No score while we were away. Throw in down towards the box in the middle of the 18. Kicked away there nicely by Mackenzie Smiley. And Henderson County puts a big lob on it down to the box. Shot on goal is just wide left. Nice rebound shot by Henderson County. Caldwell County had enough defensive players. She had to take a tough angle on it and does not find the back of the net. No score, 24 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, I think the defense being in front, she didn't have necessarily a clear shot, but still a little scary from this angle.
And I'll start to say a strange substitution, a different one. Zaria Blunt is in defensively now for Caldwell County in place of Meriden Janina. Zaria, 90% of the time, I guess I've ever seen her play or more, has been in the offensive set, but now comes in for Meriden Janina for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I've never seen Zaria on the defensive end, too. Nice save there by Drew.
That one was tough. It looked like it was sailing on Drew. She lost her footing, but able to get a hand up. Drew, a tall kid, probably going to be 5'9", 5'10" range, if not maybe a little bit taller.
I agree with you. I think she's all region the way she plays.
Oh, if she's not all region, somebody needs to count the votes because she is going to be one of the toughest we'll have in any game we're in. Ball goes out of bounds on Caldwell's offensive end, but it's off of Mackenzie Smiley. It'll be a throw-in for Henderson County. And, Joe, you said a wonderful night here, but the sun finally in back of the old Hosier Mill building, so that'll make the broadcast position just a little bit better.
A little easier. I know it was a little tough there in the beginning. I couldn't see, not that I can see well anyway, but
Henderson takes it up past midfield. They throw the through ball. They've got a lot of speed there. There's Zaria closing, but Henderson's coming towards the goal. Shot on goal is wide left. Wow. Nice speed. And we said that was Maddie, what did we say her last name was? Maddie Griggs.
Yeah, you can see Henderson's game plan, which looks like it's a logical game plan, is put that through ball and let Maddie go after it. Great closing by the Tiger, but Maddie got a great foot on it, and again, a wonderful save.
Just to describe the speed of Maddie for Henderson County of Griggs, she was dribbling, Zaria was closing in, and with Zaria's speed, she was not able to get in front of Griggs. So number 5 for Henderson's got a lot of speed.
Yes, she does. Ooh, nice
Here
ball.
comes McKenna Crowley, had it taken away, had a little bit of a run. It was one-on-one, but has it stolen away by Henderson County. Taylor Freeman defensively. Now the big through ball going up. Drew Hadley calling that one off. One of the better traits of her, she's a great communicator back in that box. She lets it be known to teammates what she wants to do in a loud enough voice to hear over crowds or over the other players.
Yeah, and I think that's, again, when it comes to goalies, Kevin had a few in my with my kids, that communication is just pivotal.
Henderson puts it up, now back over to the side. They'll look to center it. Going up is Zaria. Drew Hadley, though, comes out, kicks it out of bounds near the Lady Tiger bench. It'll be a throw-in from about 30 yards out for the Colonels.
I think you might have something there, Dan. I think Zaria, one of her responsibility is to shadow 5, Maddie Griggs for the Henderson, because she was right on her that time.
I think that's a good move by Coach Jacobs to do something like that. He's not shy about trying something different if he thinks it'll work. Henderson, though, plays it back out on the steal. They're at midfield. Taylor Freeman now defensively for the Lady Tigers. Through ball.
Nowhere to go.
Stopped by McKinney Groves that time into the lineup on that defensive line.
Yep, good
Mackenzie Smiley
stand.
with the big wind up, but no ball on it. Henderson takes it, gets it through. Nice play again. Drew Hadley is having a whale of a game. In the first 20 minutes, no score. She's throwing the shutout. And it's taken some tough plays by her, Joe, to keep that shutout intact.
Oh, absolutely, the difference maker right now. The defense playing well, but they're clearly getting the through balls, and that's going to be their play. Unlucky bounce there.
They call handball on McKenna. Henderson puts it in play. They send it down to the middle. They're predominantly working that middle probably 85-90% of the time to start their possessions, much like McCracken County did on Thursday night.
Yeah, interesting, and maybe they did a little pregame work just to see, because that has been the majority of their offensive chances, is just going straight down the middle.
Yeah, McCracken did that, but they would try to play the wings just a little bit more on a give and go. Henderson County looks like they want to take it through the middle, and with the speed of Griggs, that's probably going to stay their philosophy while she's in the ballgame.
Yep.
Mackenzie Smiley almost had it through to McKenna Crowley, stopped by Henderson. They put it out to midfield. Henderson starting to take a little bit of an edge on time of possession here in this contest.
Yeah, there's a little gap opening in the middle because the defense is dropping back, like you said. But here's Zaria.
Something Zaria has, both speed and physicality, and she was able to use both on that play as Caldwell takes possession, gets it back to Pookie Traylor, but Pookie bumped on the play. No call on it. Henderson with the steal. McKinney Groves on defense. Now Bella McConnell. Nice move by Bella to come up and get possession back for the Lady Tigers. Let's see which way it's going to go on this one.
I tell you, there's just going to be no easy, quick through. Henderson, the only way I've seen them get an opportunity is kicking it out front and letting people go to it, because they're not going to have, I don't see any luck on them just trying to dribble short passes through, because our defense is just collapsing.
It's Caitlin Young in the ball game, 22 now for the Lady Tigers, giving Pookie a well-deserved rest. Merritt and Janina set to check back into the ball game at the next dead ball for Caldwell County. Caitlin Young, a senior, co-captain. A funny story on Caitlin. Years ago when she was playing JV, I hollered for her from the stands, and I said, "Come on, 2-2." And she stopped in her tracks in the game and looked up. She said, "I've never heard anybody say 2-2 while the game was still going on." So we've had a little connection since then, because she's kept that same number. So I come into the stadium at night for the ball games here on the radio, and I'll say, "A big game tonight, 2-2," and she'll just look up and grin. But she just stopped in the middle of the ball game and looked up and said, "I've never heard anybody holler 2-2.
Yeah, just a wonderful player through the years, too. I've enjoyed same. I've had the opportunity to watch her play, and just a great player.
Henderson County with possession. They bring it back out towards the center of the field. I think Caldwell County is maybe at this point in the half giving that possession a little bit more out towards the midfield circle and dropping that defense back a little bit tighter, trying to preserve this tie. Good play by McKenna Crowley to try to get that one. Stolen away by Henderson. They work back to the middle of Mackenzie Smiley, get it through. She and Taylor Freeman. Now through ball to Griggs, but right there was Zaria. Griggs with a shot stopped by Drew Hadley. Tough one too, Joe. That was right on the ground.
Yes, and that was almost went through Drew's legs, but she collapsed. And I tell you, I think that's what the game plan is. They're going to have Zaria on Maddie Griggs from Henderson, and it's making a difference. You can tell. So smart coaching, smart playing by Caldwell.
Yeah, the one sport I've never called is hockey, but that was almost a 5-hole score there on Drew Hadley. And something getting the student section fired up on the far sideline. Henderson with the throw.
You got to love the student section.
Oh, I do. They really get into it sometime. It's good to have the football players and other students come out and support these Lady Tigers, because the crowd Saturday night, it's a huge stadium.
Yeah.
If you looked at pictures of it, you would think nobody's here. But it would seat probably 3 times what our stadium seats, and they were spread out. We had a huge crowd there on Saturday night for that game.
Yeah, I tell you, that's one thing about Tiger sports. It brings the people out, not only the students, but people out to come enjoy the sports. Yeah, that's a good
pushing the back on Taylor Freeman.
Yeah.
And she's going to get the call for us. It'll be a free kick for Caldwell County from their defensive side. Sarah Grace Carnahan will go over to take this kick. Henderson County, the heavy favorite coming into tonight, Joe, but 15 minutes left in the first half, 0-0.
Oh, I think the Tigers have moved into a very good defensive strategy, and they've had a couple opportunities offensively. So they're probably not going to have as many as Henderson, but it only takes one.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen some teams that were heavily favored get down by a goal. In fact, I've seen a Caldwell team go to Dawson, Caldwell gave up a goal early on a wet field over there on the baseball field. Dawson just packed it in like tuna the rest of the way, and Caldwell County was fortunate to come out with the win. Henderson works it around the horn on the back. They bring it across midfield. Taylor Freeman comes up to force the issue. Closes in. Now they try to through. Looking for Maddie Griggs. She drops it back. And a nice block there by Matea Butts. Matea obviously has earned her way into that starting lineup and making a good showing in this first half.
Yeah, made a nice step forward to block that shot, because it was definitely coming.
Good play there by Caldwell County. That's some of that junior class working together. Janina and Jackson together on that far side. Now Henderson comes back down. They put the shot on goal. Easy one there for Drew Hadley compared to most so far in this ball game. She picks it up, and she'll get her free punt from the 18.
Yeah, we don't mind Henderson taking that shot from there.
Big header by Henderson on the punt out. They tried to get a foot on it, goes out of bounds. Hopefully not on the hood of a blue Jeep, but over in the parking lot. Jordan and I both looking at our car and said, oh, no, not that way. Caldwell throws it in. Nice throw by Sarah Grace Carnahan. Good play there by Mackenzie Smiley.
Nice flick.
Got through one player but couldn't get through the second one as Henderson County gains possession back. They play it back to the bottom of the offensive circle. Look to the far sideline. Giving chase over there, Laney Fletcher. Laney turned on the afterburners when she saw that ball going down the sideline. That extra gear for Fletcher, if you will, going down the sideline to get that one off a Henderson player.
Yeah, that difference maker.
Now the throw in goes to Caldwell County. Freeman has it on the far sideline. Comes out with Mackenzie Smiley. Gets it up to McKenna Crowley. Caldwell County still with possession. Henderson in retreat. McKenna almost headed through that one defensive player, but stolen away. Good job there by Caitlin Young to recover defensively and kick that one out of bounds. She'll reset the defense.
I can tell you, the Lady Tigers are not intimidated at all. They're playing with fight.
This one back up towards midfield. I'll tell you what, Jordan, right here is about a good time. If you want to, we'll take another break and be back in 1 minute. Hold on just a second. Let's keep it right here while Griggs has these shots. On goal, stolen away and in. And that was just a nice rebound pickup by Henderson County to come in and put that one in the net.
Just an unlucky bounce, came right on the foot of the Henderson player and able to put it in the net.
So with 12 minutes left in the first half, it's Henderson 1, Caldwell County nothing. We'll take a 1 minute break and be back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer right here on WPKY, The Tiger.
When you think of flowers, think Treasures Remembered Floresting Greenhouse. You'll find hanging baskets, daylilies, knockout roses, fountain grass, tinsel holly, elephant ears, sweet potato vines, and more. Treasures Remembered offers beautiful fresh bouquets, gift wares, fancy items, silk cemetery arrangements, and the list goes on. Whatever the occasion, flowers will make it special from Treasures Remembered Floresting Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street, Princeton, phone 365-2556.
Mobile Deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
Public power today is an important American institution, an expression of the idea of local people working together to meet local needs. Your Princeton Electric Plant Board lights up homes, businesses, and streets with public power, electricity coming from a community-owned and operated facility. Their purpose is to provide reliable and safe, not-for-profit electricity at a reasonable price. They exist to serve you, their fellow citizens, friends, and neighbors, and their loyalty is to their customers. Princeton Electric Plant Board continues to make Princeton a great place to live and work. They are hometown energy working for you.
Back to Butler Stadium, WPKY coverage of Lady Tiger Soccer. Lady Tigers, Lady Colonels of Henderson County with about 10 minutes left in the first half. Caldwell only down 1-0. Great defensive performance tonight by the Lady Tigers against a highly ranked Henderson County squad. As Meriden Janina comes out, Zaria Blunt back into the lineup on the defensive side.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Tigers certainly have a good defensive game plan. It's befuddling Henderson. They got a good through ball to one and had a lucky rebound come back and able to get that one on the board. But Tigers are playing with grit, so I'd like to see us get one back.
Zaria now with possession defensively, stolen away by Henderson, but right back to Zaria. Nice move, finds Taylor Freeman. Taylor has it kicked away. I think Henderson is starting to sense the urgency a little bit more too, Joe. They're putting a little more pressure offensively on the Lady Tiger defensive squad.
Yeah, they've moved a couple of their defense up, I've noticed too. So they see they're getting a little bit more of that middle of the field. But with our speed, again.
I think they realize they're in a little more of a fight than they maybe planned on the way over tonight. But great showing so far by the Lady Tigers. Lucy Goffinette set to check in at the next dead ball as they tried to find McKenna Crowley on the long ball, but Henderson was able to get back, take it away.
Nice header by Henderson because that was a good-looking through ball.
Henderson gave up on that one. Caitlin Young able to get possession, finds Laney Fletcher on the far sideline. Players hit the ground. They're going to call Laney not much of a push, but Henderson puts it in play quickly. Taylor Freeman came up. Nice play by Zaria to jump in front of that one.
Yep, great play.
Caldwell really packing that defense in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players back defensively at that point for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, you can see they're rotating these forwards around too because they're getting their run. They're having to work.
Push in the back on McKenna Crowley. No call. She has it stolen away. Caitlin Young now closing in defensively for the Lady Tigers.
Great hustle.
Ball goes out of bounds off of Henderson. It should be Caldwell County throw as Lucy Goffinette's going to check in for McKenna Crowley, who gets a well-deserved rest.
Well-deserved rest. Great hustle by McKenna.
With the throw in is Sarah Grace Carnahan. She finds Goffinette. Wanted to play it back. Didn't get a lot on that one. Carnahan able to come up and pick it up. Laney Fletcher now at the center spot on the forwards. She has Pookie Traylor and Lucy Goffinette along with her.
I tell you, number 7 for Henderson's made some good defensive plays. Looks like their center defense is another good Henderson player.
Well, you know, Henderson's good defensively when, well, they've got a shutout this year and a 2-1 loss to Bowling Green. You talk about some mercy rules. Bowling Green's going to put up some mercy rule games this season unless they're playing a real strong competition.
Yeah, I think the Tigers got to be pleased with how they're playing Henderson so far. They're certainly, you know, they're not giving anything away to them. Henderson's having to earn any chance they have.
Well, I think if you give Coach Jacobs 6.5 minutes left in the first half and you're only down 1, I think he takes it. Ball played back to midfield. There's Henderson with a nice little pass.
And
stolen away by Freeman. Nice run by her. Now Freeman has it. Looks up the field to Goffinette. But there's number 7 that you just talked about, able to get it back to midfield.
And there comes Zaria covering number 5. I tell you, they let's get one through.
Played back over to Caitlin Young. Caitlin had a nice angle there looking for Pookie.
Almost had her, too. Right.
About half of a size 6, all that kept that one through. Now they're going to call Zaria with a little too much physicality.
Ooh. She had her feet on the ball. That's a tough call, but that's all right.
Yeah, you got to let them play like this. If she's strong enough to do it and stand up, you got to let her have a little of that.
Coach Jacobs having a long conversation.
Big long ball over the head of the defensive line. Drew Hadley goes down trying to get that one out. Players knocked down from behind. That's going to be Caldwell County ball as Bella McConnell took one right between the 2 and 0 on her back, hit the ground.
Yep, great play by Drew and Bella. Great position to move that ball out.
And I love 1-goal games or ties because you see the crowd get into it a little bit more as the time ticks off the clock.
Absolutely.
Caldwell County with possession. Taylor Freeman tries to find Laney Fletcher. Laney comes up, meets a player for Henderson. Ball goes straight up. Henderson able to control it. 5 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Henderson. Mackenzie Smiley set to check back in at the next dead ball for the Lady Tigers. Long shot on goal is wide right. It'll be goal kick for Caldwell County. Mackenzie's going to come in and give Taylor a little rest.
Well-deserved rest for Taylor, too. I tell you, I like the substitution strategy done. I like the defensive strategy. Had a couple quick opportunities for a goal, but Tigers staying with it.
And one thing we can talk about at halftime, I like how this coach tonight has changed his philosophy. He knows his team's not strong enough to make Henderson do what they want to do, so he had to make some changes, and obviously has, just down 1-0 here at this point. And we can talk about that more at halftime, but a great move by Coach Jacobs.
I tell you, he's bound and determined, I can tell, to have somebody other than 5 from Henderson have to beat them, because Zaria is right on number 5, and they are collapsing on that player.
Throw in by Henderson, blocked by Caldwell County. Caldwell's player goes down, no call. Henderson.
Oh, he put the whistle up to his lips, but just never blew it.
Yeah, He faked everybody out on that one. Maybe the P got stuck in it. I don't know what it was, but no whistle by the ref on the far side. Henderson does have possession, but it's back out in the midfield circle, closing in Mackenzie Smiley. Good play by her, stays after it, pushes it to the sideline.
Yeah.
Henderson have to work it way back. They'll reset their offense, obviously look to the middle, trying to find Griggs. It goes through, and I think Drew Hadley's going to call this one off, comes over, scoops it up after a nice run. She'll get the punt, nearing the 3-minute mark left in the first half.
Yeah, Drew getting a workout back there, but again, great strategy.
Yeah, you've got some of last year's better offensive players, Zaria Blunt, Mackenzie Smiley, both on the defensive edge right now. Ball kicked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers near midfield on the far sideline. Quick throw. Henderson does nothing slow. I mean, their free kicks, everything
well coached
put in at a quick pace.
I think you can tell, just a very well-coached team.
Zaria with the big lob, headed by Henderson at midfield. Caitlin Young gets ahead on it, coming up to Sarah Grace Carnahan. Henderson got a favorable bounce. They come down the left-hand side. Nice recovery by Sarah Grace. She hits the ground on the slip. Henderson works it in to number 2. Good block there by Matea Butts. Rebound shot by Griggs is over the back of the net and no good.
Yeah, the one person you don't want the rebound or the ball to go to, it's spun off. Just a great block by Matea, and the ball comes out spinning. Number 5 puts a foot on it, but just got it over the net. So
big smile on Coach Jacobs' face. I think he's enjoying this about as much as the girls, which is great to see.
I tell you, they have to be proud of how they are playing this team.
Student section got the flags going over there. This turning into like a Friday night atmosphere here at Butler Stadium.
Yeah, and you can see the Tigers. They can see they can play with this team. Just good
job
good
there,
fight, Zaria, and good passing.
Oh, Zaria got pushed pretty good, and if you're pushing Zaria, you're putting a little bit of forearm and shoulder into it because Zaria doesn't move for many people.
No.
Coach Jacobs lobbied for the call. No call. Referee said play on, so it's going to be throw in Henderson County deep in the offensive end.
Well, like you said, lots of physicality on both sides of the ball, and that's okay. Tigers are matching up physically with this team.
Good block there by the Lady Tigers. Henderson had a shot from about the top of the 18. Blocked by that defensive line, goes over the end line, though. It'll be a corner kick just in front of the concession stand as Henderson going towards the Washington Street end here at Butler Stadium.
Yeah, that was a big clear. We had to, give up the corner. That's all right, but great stop.
Henderson puts a short kick in, blocked over there by Jackson. Shot on goal is off the post.
Wow.
And goes out of bounds. Big break there by the Lady Tigers. I don't think that was Griggs, but it was another Henderson player that put a rocket on that one on the rebound shot.
I think that was the wing or one of the defensive collapse off that corner, and boy, did put a great far bar shot on.
Drew Hadley sets this one on the 6 for her free kick. Played out off the head of Mackenzie Smiley. Zaria Blunt going for it now. Ball gets through. Kicked away by Bella McConnell. Gets it over to Sarah Grace Carnahan. Sarah Grace able to turn. That's one thing Sarah Grace does. She can swing those hips and change the direction on that ball as good as any of the defensive players for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, she saved that from being a corner kick with that turn. That was no easy move.
Good touch by Lucy Goffinet up to Laney Fletcher. Tries to find Goffinet. Closed up by a Henderson line that pushes all the way up to midfield like they're supposed to do. You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
They're doing the things they need to do.
I know number 7 has good instincts. She broke on that ball properly because that was a bouncing ball, and she was able to move it back.
Caldwell County with the throw in, far sideline just in front of the student section. The clock is stopped here at Butler Stadium as the coach usually does that inside of 2 minutes. So no stoppage time. We are getting close to the end of the first half. Again, Henderson with the lone goal with about 12 minutes left in the first half. That's where we stand.
Yeah, I'd like to see us just blow that whistle and get us out of this half. Okay, here we go.
And there's the halftime whistle, so a great first half by the Lady Tigers. And I'm not exaggerating, a great first half by the Lady Tigers as they're going to go into halftime only down 1-0. I'm sure everybody is pleased in that dugout, including from the coach on down. So Joe, we'll be back to recap that first half and take a look on into the second half. We'll do that in about 3 minutes. We'll take about a 3-minute break, listen to our fine sponsors, and be back here at Butler Stadium. You're listening to Lady Tigers Soccer on WPKY.
It seems we can do everything from our phones these days, right? The same is true for your banking needs. This is Barclay Hudson with Farmers Bank. Get our free app today. With the app, you can check your balance, pay bills, transfer money, and make deposits anytime you would like. While we love having you come to our branches, we know that it is much easier for you to simply do your business from a ball game, in a restaurant drive-thru, or on your couch. Don't wait any longer. Download our app and get registered. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Loco Casino on the Marion Road in Princeton is the best place to experience delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine with an extensive menu that has something for everyone. Choose from local favorites like fajitas, chimichangas, burritos, and Maria's favorite with rice, grilled onions, and peppers, chicken, shrimp, steak, or a combination topped with Loco Casino's mouth-watering cheese sauce. That's Loco Casino on the Marion Road in Princeton, phone 365-3848.
I'm KFC's Extra Crispy Colonel. You're the extra busy regular person who has to make dinner for a family of 4. But you can shirk that responsibility because my Extra Crispy $20 fill-up from KFC contains 8 pieces of freshly double-breaded extra crispy chicken, 4 biscuits, 2 orders of mashed potatoes, and a side of coleslaw for just $20. That'll beat 'em. KFC, it's extra crispy good.
Pricing and participation may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Landmarks come and go, but those that stay around are the ones with substance and solidarity. That's why you'll find Fredonia Valley Bank operating as an independent bank, locally owned since 1894. The folks at Fredonia Valley Bank feel the need to develop and maintain progressive relationships with their customers so generations to come will benefit from the rewards of service at a hometown bank. At Fredonia Valley Bank, it's not about the building. It's about the foundation of trust and commitment to our customers that we base our future growth. Stop by and see us today or give us a call. We're here for you. 602 Cassidy Avenue, Fredonia, Kentucky, and 226 Commerce Street in Eddyville, Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to friendly folks at Planters and find out about the Youth Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Porter Gas Company is a full-service local and family-owned propane company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agriculture propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1950.
Taco John's is proud of our Lady Tigers soccer, and we know you are too. Show your Tiger pride. Come in Taco John's on home game days wearing your blue and gold and receive 10% off your meal. Remember Taco John's at our new location at U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton. Again, don't forget, wear your blue and gold in to Taco John's on game days and get 10% off your meal. And let's go Tigers! Are you facing surgery? Have you had a recent hospital stay that you're just not bouncing back from as quickly as you've anticipated? Hi, I'm Krista Fuser with Princeton Health and Rehab. Let us be your rehab partner of choice. Specialized therapy up to 3 hours a day, available 7 days a week. It is our goal to get you home safely and in the shortest amount of time possible. We're your friends. We're your neighbors. We're Princeton Health and Rehab. For questions about our rehab services, please call the facility at 270-365-3541 or stop by. We would love to give you a tour.
You can help your cooling system keep you cooler this summer by following a few simple energy-saving tips. Make sure all windows and doors are tightly closed to keep cooler in and keep hot air out. Keep drapes, curtains, and blinds closed during hot daytime hours to prevent sunny heat from coming in. Change filters regularly to help keep air flowing properly. All these tips are easy to follow, and they work. By the way, if your cooling system is not keeping you cool and comfortable the way it should be, it may be time to invest in a new electric heat pump. And Penny Ryan Electric has a very good plan for qualified members. That's right. Qualified Penny Ryan Electric members can benefit from a special low-interest loan on selected electric heat pumps and conveniently pay for it through your regular monthly electric bill. It even takes 10 years to pay it off. Put your home in the comfort zone with a new energy-efficient money-saving electric heat pump. For details, call Penny Ryan Electric. Your touchstone energy cooperative.
Welcome everybody back to Butler Stadium. It's coverage of high school girls soccer here on WPKY 103.3 The Tiger. At halftime, Caldwell County only down 1-0 to a strong Henderson County team. And Joe, we came into tonight touting how good Henderson was, what to look for, and they play a brutal schedule. I could pull their schedule up if I can get the iPad going again. Here I'll try to pull it up and see some of these teams. But their first 9 games, they're playing 4 teams that are probably ranked in the state. As they start out with Bowling Green, Ohio County, they've got 2 Evansville teams. You've got Madisonville North, Hopkinsville, who's always tough, another Evansville team. Then they go to University Heights, McCracken County, Murray, Greenwood, a lot of tough teams on that schedule. Caldwell County's come in here and made a statement in this first half.
I tell you, like you, Dennis, I wasn't sure, after the game the other day. I know it's probably demoralizing for the ladies, but the way they came out with the fire and intensity, and really, I think Henderson may have underestimated how strong this Caldwell team is. They have played with grit and determination, and to only be down 1-0, and quite frankly, it was a great goal by Henderson. It was off a rebound. Unfortunate for the Tigers, but the Tigers' defensive plan and their game plan tonight is working.
And you can tell we mentioned it slightly in the first half, and I'd love to go into it here. We do have a plan tonight. Coach Jacobs talked to us before the game as he came over to the sideline during the JV contest, said he's going to drop an extra defensive player back. His goal of this game was to get it to this point. And the fact that they've executed that game plan as well as what they have is pretty startling against a team that's probably going to be in the top 8, maybe at least the top 16 in the state come season end.
Well, and like you said, they're a team that goes out and they'll put 10-0 games on people and get the game over early. Well, I can tell you, because of the Tigers' defensive intensity and moving the ball out, they have competed with them. And it, again, one goal. We've had a couple chances. Henderson is clearly a well-coached team. They have great skill, but we're in this game.
Absolutely, because if you get a rebound goal or a long shot, Meriden Janina almost buried about a 45-yarder in the opening game about a week ago that ended up being a score on a rebound shot, but she hit the top of the bar from 45 yards out. So the players have that kind of capability. You let a goal like that sneak in, and you could see Henderson County was sensing the urgency towards the end of that first half. They said, this isn't going to be a good game. We need to put a little more pressure, and they really turned up the notch a little bit, only equaled by the Caldwell County defense, though.
Absolutely. Henderson did turn up the notch because they had to switch on the fly their game plan. But again, our defense, and we can't say enough about our goalie. She has had a phenomenal start to this first half. Let's hope the second half intensity stays the same for the Tigers.
Henderson County will set to put the ball in play to start the second half. As we said, Henderson County 1, Caldwell County 0. The Lady Tigers will be going towards the Washington Street side of Butler Stadium. Henderson County will be going towards Main Street. There's the whistle as we get the second half underway. Mackenzie Smiley with a quick steal off the bat over to McKenna Crowley. She drops it over to Freeman. And I'm sure Mackenzie Smiley loves that position she's in right now because that's her normal position. She's gone to a defensive position this summer or this fall. But here's her first chance on the offensive end, and I'm sure she's going to try to make the best of this.
Yeah, you could tell she was liking it right off the bat. She knew exactly what to do.
McKenna Crowley has it knocked away, but there is Pookie Traylor. Pookie had a great first half, too, with some nice runs. They get it over to Laney Fletcher. Laney has it knocked away. Henderson County still middle of the field, closed in by Freeman. Now Henderson County with a little run back across the field. It's a through ball. It's going to be way too much on that one. Easily picked up by Drew Hadley, and she'll take the punt out.
Yeah, like that intensity for the Tigers right off the bat.
And I think Caldwell County did something pretty well. They kept fresh players in key spots in that first half, too. Through ball, I thought they were going to call offsides.
They were. She had to back off.
Yeah, Griggs decided it, too. I think she thought she was offside and knew she was, so she pulled back. Ball rolls all the way to Drew Hadley, so she'll take the punt out near midfield. 2 players for Henderson. There's McKenna Jackson. Henderson gets possession. They take it back down the right side. Jackson closes in. They get by her down inside the 18, looking for the cross. Ball is up, and nobody touches it. Rolls all the way to the far sideline. That's where Pookie Trailer is on the far side. Henderson, though, comes back, gets the rebound, takes it into number 2, right down the center. Nice play by Fletcher, I thought for a second.
Oof.
And they're going to call a free kick foul on Fletcher. Too much contact, they're saying.
Yeah, that just unlucky. Just got caught in her shoe. Just 2 feet just got caught together.
Griggs is going to get the wall pulled back the full 10 yards. So a 5-player wall in front of the net for Caldwell County. This one's going to take the spot about 2 yards outside the 18. Ball is up, knocked down by Drew Hadley and contained as Henderson was really closing. She did a great job under pressure right there to keep that concentration, control that ball, and put it out here at midfield for Caldwell County.
Yeah, nice shot by Henderson, number 5, but what a great play by Drew, and the wall made the difference.
There's Pookie Trailer tried to get that through ball. That's a tough defensive line Henderson has to get a ball on the ground all the way through. You may at some point have to try to lob one over because they're controlling just about everything on the ground.
Yeah, they have also done a nice job collapsing.
Deflection goes on as a shot on goal, but it goes wide left. It'll be a free or a goal kick now for Drew Hadley. One thing, if they can get it through now, Joe, you've got McKenna Crowley and Mackenzie Smiley.
Yeah, you got the two.
You've got some speed and some scoring mentality at forward right now. So if you can get it through, one of those two will probably find a way to find a net.
Yeah, they've already had some success moving that ball around up front through the defense. But like you said, there might have to be a little flick or something to just give us the edge.
Yeah, because Henderson really closes up. There's that through ball. And running is McKenna Crowley.
Oh.
Scooped up right at the last second. Looked like she stepped over the box.
Boy, it sure did, didn't it?
She was over the box as she stepped and picked it up.
I tell you, the ref was right there. It sure did.
I wish we had instant replay ability on the old stream tonight, because I know I've got some 52-year-old eyes and it's a long way, but I could have sworn she came out over the box when she picked that ball up, because McKenna Crowley was closing.
Get to it!
Center is deflected over to Griggs. She puts the shot down, but it's going to go well wide right. And it'll be a goal kick again for Drew Hadley.
I tell you, Dan, I like the intensity we're seeing. Some more quick opportunities offensively for the Tigers that we didn't see as much in the first half. So I think that change of players by the coach is opening up a few avenues.
I think up to this point, I don't think Coach Jacobs has made a wrong move that I can see tonight. He's done a phenomenal job getting this team ready for this ball game. Play back to the keeper has kind of popped up.
Yeah, a little pressure for that keeper.
Good job by Lainey Fletcher to get in, put a head on it.
Great play, straight up, good ball.
Gives a little stare down to go along with it. And you like that intensity out of a player.
Absolutely. Got the call on the body hit by Henderson, free kick.
McKenna Jackson's going to take this one. Ball is in play. They're looking for Taylor Freeman. Henderson, though, puts it right back out on a one-touch. It'll be a throw for McKenna. Goes over the head of Fletcher. Fletcher now still defensively for the Lady Tigers. Henderson works it to the center. McKenna Crowley came up, forced the issue. Now Henderson with the run. Griggs with the through ball. Griggs with an open lane. Shot up off the top of the net. No good. Blocked out. I think it's going to go off the arm of Meriden Janina, but it was not intentional by any means.
Just unlucky.
And not a not a call that we agree with at all, because not necessarily if a ball touches an arm is it automatically a handball. That's a situation could have gone either way. They're going to call this one as a handball.
Yeah. And unfortunately in the box, so here we got a penalty shot.
34 minutes left in the ball game. Griggs will set up against Drew Hadley Thomas. And it goes under. She guessed right for just a second. It goes as a tough shot. I mean, that's a shot. The player kept it on the ground.
Hey, that's you know, it's a penalty shot. You give it to the player. There's no easy play for a goalie.
And just a difficult break there for the Lady Tigers as Meriden was called for the handball in the box on the flurry.
Yeah, it really was unfortunate. But again, they went back to their strategy of just pushing it down the middle to number 5.
And a little discussion out on the field. The referee able to give a little warning. I know from our vantage point, Joe, sometimes the listeners can pick up what the referee is saying. Wasn't directed at Coach Jacobs.
No, it evidently, the player, or one of our players must have shared their viewpoint on a call, and clearly the refs call the game how they see it. So,
yeah,
Coach Jacobs made the right move. Let the Tigers know, hey, just play soccer.
Good job by the coach. Caldwell County had a little run there, and they did. It's not like it makes us look psychic at times, but Caldwell County looking to take it up over the top of that defensive line a little bit the last couple of possessions.
And creating opportunities for themselves.
Because as we talked about, that Henderson defensive line is quality. They're going to get to just about anything on the ground unless it's just pinpoint accurate. Henderson's defense clears it out to midfield. Freeman there in the center. Freeman gets it over to Pookie Traylor, far sideline. Pookie takes it over, looks to make the run down the sideline, goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in Henderson County. And Jordan, in a couple of minutes, I'll go to a break. We'll get back on schedule for this second half a little bit better. I got caught up in the action in that first half and let it run over about 5 minutes, so I'll take that one on me. Henderson puts it down, closing in. Nice retreat by the defensive line for Caldwell County. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Henderson.
Now he's calling the ball on the ground. I don't know if he's called a handball. I couldn't see what happened.
Well, I saw him patting his stomach. I thought he was asking where McDonald's was. Right. Get a plug in there.
I was going to say that's a good reference, I'd say, with that question, but I don't think that's what he was asking. So
goes off a Caldwell player, and it's going to be a free kick from about 40 yards out.
Yeah.
Headed by Jackson, gets it over to Fletcher. Fletcher takes an elbow to the head, no call, and then the player goes down.
That's right.
Ball cleared out by Matea Butts. Nice kick out. Headed backwards by Henderson County. McKenna Crowley about a half a step from making that one go through. Coming up, it's Freeman. Freeman gets it over to Smiley. Smiley expected Crowley to go right. She went left. Henderson able to pick that one off, come back up the field. And that one's going to go down into the corner. Looks like it's going to roll clear, stays inbounds.
Oh.
A little bit of a curve to these two corners on the Main Street end here at Butler Stadium will keep a ball in at times. Just little nuances of the facility. Deep header by Henderson County. They spin, get possession. Ball goes through, cleared out by McKenna Jackson. 30 minutes left in the second half. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back to the action here. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on 103.3 The Tiger.
Outside, come into Sanders Gatherings and check out their summer florals and wreaths and lots of summer colors. You'll find the perfect accessories, pictures, baskets, and basics for your country and primitive lifestyle. Sanders is filled with the best the countryside has to offer. That's Sanders Gatherings, located at 116 Main Street, Princeton, open 11 to 4 Tuesday through Saturday.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or for a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585. Whether it's a new addition to your home, a family vacation, bill consolidation, medical bills, starter loans, or auto repair, whatever your need might be, let ABC Finance and their friendly staff help you. ABC Finance can help you through the tough times. Stop by or call ABC Finance today. Located on 62 West, the Princeton Plaza in Princeton. Phone 365-7444. Call Jody Lamb or one of the friendly staff, and they will do their best to get the money you need. Say, what's for lunch? Breakfast? No, what's for lunch? Oh, yeah, breakfast. Breakfast for lunch? Yep. And what's for dinner? Breakfast is. I thought you said breakfast was for lunch. Well, I totally did. But now you're saying breakfast is for dinner. Oh, yeah, I am. So, wait, is lunch for breakfast? No, breakfast is for breakfast. With McDonald's all-day breakfast menu, which includes V8 McMuffin, hotcakes, and hash browns, anytime is delicious breakfast time. Man, I'm heading to McDonald's. Have a good afternoon. Don't you mean good morning? I do now. McDonald's all-day breakfast menu varies by location.
Back to Butler Stadium, no score while we were away. 28 minutes left in the ballgame. Caldwell County down 2-0. A goal by Henderson County in each half. The second one coming on a penalty kick with about 34 minutes left in this half after a questionable call, but one that was explained over to Coach Jacobs just a minute ago about the handball off Janina. Now Henderson County has the ball outside the 18. Caldwell County defensively has Jackson. Jackson gets it over to Freeman. Freeman has a little bit of room, plays it up to Smiley. Off of Smiley's feet, the transition goes back to Henderson County.
Good little flurry by Caldwell, good little flurry by Henderson. Again, moved into a 50-50 game. Looks like Caldwell's putting a little more offensive pressure on, which I like to see. I'd like to see us squeeze a goal out here.
Caldwell County has done a good job the last few possessions they've had offensively of getting the ball over the defensive line for Henderson County. Henderson tries the through ball. There's Zaria, gets through her, with Sarah Grace Carnahan there to wipe it up. Stolen away, though, on a nice play by Griggs. She made a nice recovery, plays it back out. Shot on goal by Henderson's going to be wide left, and it'll be a goal kick for Drew Hadley Thomas. I went blank on Drew Hadley's name for a second. She's probably had the player of the game effort tonight. But
absolutely.
Made some great stops tonight. And you got to credit every player that's come across the white line tonight has done exactly what they've needed to do tonight. I mean, nobody has let up. Everybody has given complete effort tonight. And you like to see that in a team, especially in your third game of the season, almost unheard of.
Absolutely, and especially a quality team that we're playing here. And again, just a couple unlucky breaks. You know, the handball just barely.
Another nice stop by Drew Hadley Thomas as Griggs able to settle the ball, turn, and square.
Yeah, you can hear the coach in the background there. That, again, was number 5. Had a pretty open shot at it from the 18, but still, she's not the one you want to give that opening to.
Caldwell County doing a much better job tonight on 50-50 balls than they did against McCracken County. They're at least putting up a fight, getting a touch on some of these.
Oh, you can see the difference, and good help coming back.
Zaria makes the run. Now she's got possession, stolen away at the last second by Henderson County. They work it back towards the center. That's Griggs with it. Griggs puts a little lob on, and it's going to find the net. And that was trouble from the time it got in the vicinity of number 5.
Yeah, that ball just bouncing. You know, whenever that ball's bouncing like that, it's just tough to handle for the defense. And just squeezed by our goalie.
And that's a sign of how good a player number 5 is. You know she's got a rocket leg, but that one there took some touch. She knew Drew Hadley was coming out. She had an angle to the far sideline, to the far bar, and was able to put just a light touch and a light bounce on it.
That's a good point. That's a finesse. That's a finesse goal there. Just made a touch to move that ball over.
McKinney Groves coming in for Sarah Grace Carnahan. 3-0 Henderson County. And the one thing you don't want to see is this to kind of balloon and ruin what's been a great effort by Caldwell County. One of the players could ride some momentum on, especially that All-A Classic starting tomorrow night over in Hopkinsville at UHA.
Absolutely. No, don't want to do that, and I don't. Hopefully, it won't. I don't think it will, because again, that every once in a while you just got to give it up. That was a great goal by 5. Drew really didn't have a play, made a great play on the ball. She just good finesse.
And we're going to call handball on Zaria. Henderson quickly puts it in play. When they get a free kick, Joe, it's about a half a second they get it started. Zaria deflects it out. Now coming up is Meriden Janina. She gets it out to the top of the circle.
Yeah, you just keep they collapse on 5 to not give her an open shot. So that's what they needed to do. And Drew makes an easy save on the other shot.
And she'll put the punt out. Good high punt. Going to take a big hop if it doesn't hit somebody, but it does. A Henderson County player gets it back to McKenna Jackson. McKenna has one about like one of my golf shots, shanks off the side.
Yeah, just
and picked up by Henderson County.
Darn bouncers.
Henderson with it on the far sideline.
Good help, Pookie.
Pookie's played a nice game tonight. She put in some serious minutes on the midfield spot in that first half, both offensively and defensively. I'm sure Coach Jacobs new to coaching. He's asking if you're good. You'll never get a player say, "Yeah, I need to come out."
No,
I'm going to give him a heads up here. 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to say, "Yeah, take me out."
You could tell they're fighters. They don't want to come out.
Yeah, that's right. Especially when he's asking Taylor Freeman.
Yeah, she looked like she might be hurt there.
Yeah, I'm no psychic, but I know Taylor's going to wave anybody off most of the time.
Yeah.
Drew picks another one up. She'll come out for the kick. Taylor goes over. Good settle by Taylor. Puts it up in the air.
Good flick.
For the header. Ball is free. Caitlin Young plays the player very nicely. Has Henderson County kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Caldwell County. McKenna Crowley is going to come out of the ball game. Taylor Freeman is going to come out. And into the game is Lucy Goffinette. And I lost the number on that. Laney Fletcher.
Okay, Laney came
into the ball game. And Joe, while we have a minute, I've looked down 2 or 3 times and noticed a number 6 out on the field, and then I'll realize that's McKenna Jackson. I'm sure McKenna's jersey probably lost in that fire that her family suffered through yesterday. So again, donations were taken up tonight here at the soccer game. Facebook pages you can check. Just go on Facebook. I'm sure there are several. You can donate to that family. A jar set up here at the field tonight. I know your wife, Kathy, is in charge of some for the soccer members. So if you come up Thursday night for the game and want to donate to that family and the jars aren't out, you can always find Joe or Kathy in the stands or bring it up to our broadcast booth, and we'll make sure it gets to the right people. But a tragic fire that McKenna's family lost everything, although everybody was safe. Still a lot of possessions to try to start getting back now.
Like we talked about earlier, just can't fathom. It's just such heartbreak for the family. But not, one of the wonderful things about being in our area is just the generosity and the people character of this community. Everyone will step up to help, and I know that will bring them hopefully a little sense of calm, understanding that they can ask for help, and actually it will come regardless.
And I think that you hit it on the head right there. This community is going to see that family has what they need.
Yeah.
Ball in play, looking for Lucy Goffinette down on the offensive end. It's been a little while since Caldwell County has had any offense going on.
Yeah, they're playing that middle of the field much tighter than they had that little opening in the first half, and we're giving Henderson a little bit more in the middle of the field, but they've collapsed. They've changed their strategy there also.
Lucy Goffinette making a good run off Laney Fletcher. Now Lucy gets it, plays it back, looking for Jackson. Jackson wanted to go over the defensive line, instead finds Pookie Traylor. Nice play by Pookie.
Yes.
She put the body on it and was able to make a good play. Now Pookie not giving up on the ball. Henderson gets it through, but nobody home for Henderson. Zaria has plenty of time, goes back, picks it up, gets it over to Bella McConnell. Bella went to kick. I don't know if she slipped or was kicked in the leg as she started to kick, but anyway, Caldwell County gets it back near midfield. Pookie Traylor bumped And Henderson takes it to the deep corner.
I can tell you Henderson has dropped one of their mids back. They're taking advantage of this 3-0 score.
And open shot there for Henderson. Nobody closed in on that one. You could almost see that coming from the sideline as the coach was yelling. From our vantage point, you could see it lining up perfectly. She had about, what, Joe, 5-6 yards of clear space.
Just clear space.
Nobody around at all. So.
And Drew was kind of screened on that, so by the time it got through the defense, it was
pretty easy shot.
Really.
She had a good angle on it, but that's going to make it 4-0 Henderson County. I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break right here, and in 1 minute we'll be back for more action. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY.
Is everywhere. I'm a Class 1 hitch holding a Class 3 load, and I just snapped. Now your trailer full of four-wheelers is going off-roading without you. So get off it. Your agents will keep you protected from me.
This is Fred Foltz. Call me today at the Woodall Agency, 365-5541. You'll be glad you did.
So you're sitting at home, relaxing after a hard day at work. You would like to shop for a vehicle, but simply didn't have the time today. Well, thanks to modern technology and your friends at TriQ, you can pick out the perfect vehicle, get an estimated trade-in value, and even submit a credit application from the comfort of your living room. Visit TriQ.com, and in just a few short minutes, you could be on your way to a new car, truck, or SUV. TriQ Incorporated makes it simple to shop from the comfort of your own home. That's TriQ.com, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Back to the action here on WPKY from Butler Stadium. Caldwell County trails Henderson County with 17 minutes left in the ball game, 4-0. Down only 1-0 at halftime. A nice effort tonight so far by the Lady Tigers. Dennis Stevens, Joe McEnany, Jordan Dunn here with you tonight, bringing you the action. Big week for the Lady Tigers as they'll play tonight, start the All-A Classic tomorrow night at UHA, and finish the scheduled week out against Dawson on Thursday night with a 5:30 tip-off right here at Butler Stadium. By then we'll know the outcome if they advance or not in the All-A Classic. They play University Heights tomorrow night in Hopkinsville. I'm not sure of the game time on that one.
Yeah, I'm not positive either, Dennis.
Henderson County plays the ball back to the defensive side.
What'd you say?
Boys play here, right?
And the boys are here tomorrow night. Good job by Mackenzie Smiley to make Henderson County take that one out of bounds.
I'll tell you, I'll credit the coach. He's putting in fresh legs, so Tigers continue to put pressure on the ball.
We talked about Caldwell County having a deep bench. They substituted 10 for 10 on the last game against McCracken County. So he's used them at different points in different positions. I think he's done a marvelous job with that tonight.
Yeah, and Henderson, I think, has moved into more of a protect the lead phase. Yeah. So Tigers going to have to squeeze one out here and open up this field a little bit more because Henderson has collapsed that defense and their midfield back.
That's a nice placement by Mackenzie Smiley on that ball, looking for Lucy Goffinet. Henderson came up, sent that one into the concession stand.
I'm telling you, that was a good play by that goalie because Lucy was on that ball. Burst of speed by Lucy. That was impressive.
I don't know who's manning the grill, but they had to duck because that ball came through.
They're over there. They're over there. That looks like, it looked like Coach E would have known what to do. That would have been a header cleared. Clearly, he's a little too old. He missed that header.
He had to put a header on it because he had to pull the hamstring trying to get that leg up that high. Corner kick by Caldwell County, headed by, I think that was...
Crowley. That
was
looked
it
like
Crowley?
7,
I think you're right. No good, but Caldwell County still has a chance. Henderson County tried to control it out. Now they do. They move it out in front of the student section on the far side of the field. McKinney Groves defensively at midfield. Nice play by McKinney to be patient on that one.
Yeah, great play. Yeah, darn it, Dan. I wanted that one to go in. She put a header on it, just popped up, had a good look at it.
McKenna Crowley is going to be around a goal just about every game. I've seen that kid play and when she wasn't much taller than the soccer ball.
Get a look at some of the people in the stands that happen to be my wife. Oh, she probably is.
McKenna Jackson puts a nice through ball up. There's McKenna Crowley with the run. Was hoping that one would go off the Henderson foot, but she got a good foot on it, cleared it back over to the side.
Yep.
And Caldwell County had the game plan tonight to keep this defensively, to keep Henderson from putting a lot of goals on the board. The flip side of that, though, Joe, when you start pulling that many players back, even one of your two forwards really has to play a little midfield, and you're left with that top person right on the front of your offense. And it's a lot of times 1-on-3 at best, and it's making it tough this half. Caldwell's had some good ball placement, but it's still, when you're trying to close in against two other players, it's almost got to be spot on.
Well, and again, I think they understood what was coming in, the team that was coming in, and they realized they needed to have somebody on number 5 the whole way, which they did. And really just a couple unlucky, but that's soccer, I guess.
And a good run there, almost through to McKenna. And that was a big kick. I think McKinney Groves put that one in play from the far sideline.
Yeah, great ball.
Henderson, though, able to make the transition. They come back the other way, look for the ball, but offsides, well offsides. And it's going to be Caldwell County with the kick from their defensive end.
Yeah.
Sarah Grace Carnahan set the check back in.
Still great fire by the Tigers. Great intensity. Just love them to get one goal. I think they'll just fire them up and maybe bring a little flurry of goals.
They are having a good time tonight. You can look out and see the players really having fun, except for the what they thought was a questionable call earlier on the handball and penalty kick early in this half.
Yeah.
And Coach Jacobs surely wants number 5 covered. You might take a chance with all the other players, but somebody better know where a 5 is on that field.
Yeah.
Good job there by Caitlin Young. Tried to put a little angle on that pooch kick.
Had it coming
in. Goes out of bounds. Yeah, had a little curve to it.
Lionel Messi shots there. Balls.
There you go.
No shot, no shot.
5 winds up, takes the shot, and just gets in the far bar.
Got to limit her.
So at 12 minutes left in the ball game, Griggs adds another one to her totals, makes it 5-0 Henderson County. And Coach Jacobs, I'm not sure. I don't think he's really upset about the goal, just the fact that 5 was able to take the shot.
Yeah, and that's what I would say. He's just coaching them. The plan is to limit 5, and again, Tigers just squeezes through, and that's
it did. It barely got behind the back of the post.
The really good players, which 5 certainly is, just find a way at times.
Well, I'm sure Griggs, we talked about Drew Hadley being an all-region player. I'm sure 5 will be on that roster also.
Absolutely. Clearly.
So not to take anything away from her. I know that's at least a hat trick for her out of the 5, and it may be 4 of the 5.
And she had one, I know she had an assist on the one. So, give her credit. It's enjoyable to watch players like ours and to see the talent level of Griggs come to our area. Hey, this type of competition makes our team better.
And that's why you play it early in the year. There's a couple of different philosophies. Play it early, see what you need to work on, and then see how you're responding at the end of the year, or get 8 or 9 games under your belt, schedule these teams, and see how you are at that point of the season. But I like this. It gives you a little more time to work on your weaknesses and lets your players see if they wanted to go deep in the playoffs. These are the teams you're going to have to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to get this exposure and to work the game plan around. I mean, again, this is invaluable experience. And even though the score doesn't dictate it now, we were truly in this game competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. Henderson gets by the wall. There's Bella McConnell with the recovery. Good job by Bella.
Yep.
She turns and follows it out. Ball's going to roll all the way across and out of bounds. Well, I thought it was going to go out of bounds. That's that corner that we talked about here at Butler Stadium, right under the scoreboard. It's got a little tilt to it.
I can see it now. That ball came back in.
And, both ends on this field are bad, but the one on this side, on our broadcast side, right under the scoreboard, will keep a ball in. Oh, they played football. I can remember my first high school game, watching a football game, Caldwell County Franklin Simpson, right here at this stadium many moons ago.
How about that? Yeah, that's there wasn't television back there, was there? Great
save by Drew Hadley, because that was a nice spot on that corner kick by Henderson County.
And who puts the foot on it? Number 5.
Number 5 is right there, and that's
a great play.
That's one good player. Do what?
Todd said the press box was up there on the roof.
Oh.
I don't like that.
I know there was a fence in front of the stands on the far side, and I wasn't taller than the fence, if that tells you anything.
Henderson
makes
the
transition. They'll come back. Bella McConnell, nice play by Bella to fight off a couple of players. There's Matea Butts, deflected off of a Henderson player. Now, Coach Jacobs wanted them to get that ball out of the box. That will roll weakly down to Drew Hadley Thomas. She'll pick that up. And Jordan, we've got time to get one more set of breaks in here if you want to. We'll go ahead and take a minute break and be back to the action. You've been listening to Lady Tiger Soccer here on WPKY The Tiger.
When you need extra time to heal, Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed program can help you if you've been discharged from a hospital but still need recovery time before going home. Who's right for swing beds? Patients with recent repairs or replacement, recovering from a wound or major surgery, patients who need acute physical or occupational therapy, patients who need post-hospitalization pain management or IV therapy, or patients recovering from a stroke. For more information, contact Caldwell Medical Center at 270-365-0300. Caldwell Medical Center, located at 100 Medical Center Drive.
Are you a college student like me, or do you have a student living in your home? If so, I have some great news for you. Farmers Bank has the perfect account for students. No minimum balance, unlimited debit card use, text alerts when your balance gets too low, and free ATMs all over the nation. You can easily manage your money on your phone with our free app anytime. Don't put opening an account off any longer. Come see us at our main office to open your student account. This is Morgan Hopper, Madisonville Community College students with Farmers Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When you think of flowers, think Treasures Remembered Floristine Greenhouse. You'll find hanging baskets, daylilies, knockout roses, fountain grass, beautiful holly, elephant ears, sweet potato vines, and more. Treasures Remembered offers beautiful fresh bouquets, gift wares, fancy items, silk cemetery arrangements, and the list goes on. Whatever the occasion, flowers will make it special from Treasures Remembered Floristine Greenhouse, 600 West Locust Street in Princeton, phone 365-2556.
You know that horrible feeling you get when you realize your debit card is not in your wallet or on your desk or anywhere? I'm Ty Engelbright with First Southern National Bank, and you no longer need to worry. All account holders now have the ability to temporarily turn debit cards on and off using our new mobile banking app. Download our new app today to start using mobile deposit, debit card on-off, and many more great features. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Back to Butler Stadium. A lot of action while we were at break. Henderson County able to put in 2 goals at the 8-minute mark left in the half, and also 6:30 left in the half. Henderson tacks on the lead, moves it up to 7-0 as this one quickly slips away from the Lady Tigers after a phenomenal first half.
Yeah, it unfortunately just a couple quick flurry goals, like you said, and you can tell they're just a little more deflated.
I thought after the 6th goal, number 5 came out of the game, Griggs, I thought, well, this is probably where it's going to end. And about a minute and a half later, here's Henderson putting another shot in. Caldwell County has the ball back in play. McKenna Jackson tries to keep it in on this side and rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Lady Colonels. Matea Butts defensively forces the issue out of bounds on Henderson. No call. Comes back in. Now Henderson with the run down the far sideline. Good block by Matea.
Yep. Good hustle back by
that's Bella McConnell. Excuse me, Bella.
Yep.
Came in. Matea was one that forced the defense here in front of the Henderson bench.
And Matea's still grabbing her stomach. That ball last flurry hit off her stomach and it just came out in front. I think she might be still in a little pain back there.
And Zaria now up front for Caldwell County. And you know that's going to be some action. Here she goes straight to the box, puts a shot on goal off the post. And kicked out of bounds by Henderson. That one kicked off the post so hard that it just got by McKenna Crowley, who was there to put the rebound back in.
Yeah, McKenna right where she really needed to be.
Absolutely, but Zaria put a nice shot on with some pressure.
That ball just comes shooting out.
So the ball back in play. Henderson has it. They kick it out. Lainey Fletcher now gains control. She's got a little time out in the center of the field. Closed in quickly, though, by number 3 for Henderson County as they reverse the field. Caldwell County puts the defensive line in. Treat gets by Bella McConnell. Drew Hadley comes out, picks it up right at the top of the 18, and she'll take the punt. Under 4 minutes left in the ball game. Great effort tonight by the Lady Tigers. Looking forward to talking to Coach Jacobs after the game and get his thoughts on it, but I'm sure 99% of it's going to be positive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you really do have to look at the positive things the Tigers were able to accomplish tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You can, I don't know if he uses our broadcast that's put on YouTube or if they have somebody record or how they do it. They used to have somebody record a couple of years ago, but they could watch that first half anytime and see some really good things that they can put on the UHAs, the Hopkinsvilles, the Madisonville. That's going to be a district contest.
Yeah, I truly believe they probably made that adjustment like they did, you know, in the first half based on what they knew about this team coming in and some of the others.
And Manley is going to go in and give Drew Thomas a nice rest. She's going to come out probably to a nice round of applause from the fans. She's played a great game tonight. She's made some wonderful saves. So she's going to come to the sideline.
Great job, Drew.
And that's the competitor in her. I wish all the fans could have heard that on the radio. She's still talking about almost having that PK.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 5-6 goals ago.
And like you say, that is a competitor.
And she's still thinking back about what she could have done different on that one or should have had it. So I love that in a player. You just can't teach that. That's something a player has.
No, and you know, of course, you want your goalie to have that type of fire. I know I was fortunate to have both my boys play in that position, Dan, and it's the same thing. They don't like when that ball goes behind them. That's what you want from your goalie. And Drew is a phenomenal goalie.
Oh, absolutely. We've sung her merits the whole time here tonight. She's had a whale of a game, especially probably the best first half that she's going to have all season long. Henderson with the shot on goal. It's going to go to the left, out of bounds. Clock is stopped. We are in strictly stoppage time right now here at Butler Stadium. It's Henderson County 7, Caldwell County nothing, but the score does not indicate how this game's set with about 26 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Right. Just a change, you know, a couple unfortunate breaks, and here we have 7-0. But here's a little chance, hopefully, for the Tigers.
Zaria is causing some turmoil on that far side. She's got the speed. She's taking it down there.
Yes, she is.
She wound up to kick it and forgot to take the ball with her. She was so fast. I think the stride just got off center a little bit, and she left the ball behind. Came back, Henderson kicked it out of bounds. They didn't want to mess with Zaria back there as quick as she is, so
darn, I was hoping McKenna was over on that far bar again. I was hoping that ball would come across to her because I think she wants to finish one.
Henderson dribbles up. They try to put the through ball. Blocked away by Bella McConnell. Gets it over to Sarah Grace Carnahan. Fresh players coming in for Caldwell County. It'll be Kara Morris. And number 15 on our roster is Mackenzie McGregor. Also coming in is Maria Swatzel.
All right.
So 3 fresh players for the Lady Tigers at the next dead ball. Right now it's Taylor Freeman on the far side defensively. Henderson with some nice passes. That's one thing we haven't talked much about, but Henderson does a good job with their passing on the ground and on the spot.
Yeah, and again, I think that's, you know, just you can tell the caliber of team they are. unfortunately, if they get a couple of those breaks, and it really is disheartening.
Hey, that's all right, Jake. That's all right.
And that one goes in on the shot past the backup keeper, Manley. I got to think she was just blocked from view on that one because she was set to knock that one down.
It looked like a screen shot just came right through the defense, and she reacted. It just got by her on the side. Good shot by the Henderson player.
These players are coming across the field, and they left everything on the field tonight. That's one thing you can say. They put their effort out here.
Yeah, and I like to hear that from the coach. He's telling them head up, head up. Hey, once again, we talked about it earlier. You play against teams like this, you make adjustments, and you learn as the season goes on.
McGregor now has it at midfield for the Lady Tigers. Puts it through looking for Zaria. Ball's going to come back. Good job by Maria. Swassel closed in without pulling up. Good job by Maria to get in, get a foot on that ball. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a Henderson ball. Not much time left in this contest. Henderson up 8-0. Good job by Maria. Gets it over to Smiley.
Pass.
Smiley still has some room. Smiley taking it up the field till somebody stops her. Take it up. She looks over for Zaria. Zaria goes down on the trip. No call on it. And they're wanting Coach Jacobs wanting a call from the backside.
Yeah. He was upset about the slide coming in.
And I think he's in danger of getting a card on this one, but he's talking about the slide coming from the back on Zaria, took her to the ground, and it is a yellow card. And they're the gripe by Coach Jacobs is that the opposing player slid in from the back side of Zaria. And we have the ball about to be put in play. Caldwell County puts it in play, gets it out to Taylor Freeman, and that's going to end it. I knew it was pretty close. I was hating to stand here and see the coach maybe get a red card on that one and miss a game with that much time left in the contest, but I'm sure he was looking out for the safety of his players. But a great effort tonight by the Caldwell County Lady Tigers here at Butler Stadium. They end up on the bad end of an 8-0 game, but game was 1-0 at halftime, Joe. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap this one up, hopefully get a chance to talk to Coach Jacobs if he feels like coming up tonight. So let's take 1 minute right now and see how we're looking. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer here on WPKY.
Mobile deposit is here. This is Mona Van Hooser with First Southern National Bank, and our new mobile app is loaded with extra features, including mobile deposit. Now you can use your smartphone's camera to deposit checks on the go. Just endorse, point, click, and send. Download our new mobile app and try it today. First Southern National Bank. Member FDIC.
Public power today is an important American institution, an expression of the idea of local people working together to meet local needs. Your Princeton Electric Plant Board lights up homes, businesses, and streets with public power, electricity coming from a community-owned and operated facility. Their purpose is to provide reliable and safe, not-for-profit electricity at a reasonable price. They exist to serve you, their fellow citizens, friends, and neighbors, and their loyalty is to their customers. Princeton Electric Plant Board continues to make Princeton a great place to live and work. They are hometown energy working for you.
It seems we can do everything from our phones these days, right? The same is true for your banking needs. This is Barclay Hudson with Farmers Bank. Get our free app today. With the app, you can check your balance, pay bills, transfer money, and make deposits anytime you would like. While we love having you come to our branches, we know that it is much easier for you to simply do your business from a ball game, in a restaurant drive-thru, or on your couch. Don't wait any longer. Download our app and get registered. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
La Potosina on the Marion Road in Princeton is the best place to experience delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine with an extensive menu that has something for everyone. Choose from local favorites like fajitas, chimichangas, burritos, and Maria's favorite with rice, grilled onions, and peppers, chicken, shrimp, steak, or a combination topped with La Potosina's mouthwatering cheese sauce. That's La Potosina on the Marion Road in Princeton, phone 365-3848.
I'm KFC's extra crispy colonel. You're the extra busy regular person who has to make dinner for a family of 4. But you can share that responsibility because my extra crispy $20 fill-up from KFC contains 8 pieces of freshly double-breaded extra crispy chicken, 4 biscuits, 2 orders of mashed potatoes, and a side of coleslaw for just $20. That'll feed 'em. KFC, it's extra crispy good.
Pricing and participation may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
Back to Butler Stadium. You've been listening to Lady Tiger Soccer here on WPKY. The Lady Tigers, Joe, put up a phenomenal effort in that first half. I mean, you couldn't ask more out of a squad than what these girls gave. 1-0 down at halftime. Henderson County came out, scored early in the second half, then here towards the end got on a roll and it kind of snowballed on them. But I don't think there's a negative thing that Coach Jacobs is going to talk about in the huddle there with the players on the field, and we'll get to talk to him here in a second in the box.
No, I think you said it perfectly, Dan. It's a tale of two halves. You know, you come out of that first half, and boy, even though we're down 1-0, I think it's like a victory. You know, they just played so smart, and you have an unlucky shot, the ball go in, and all of a sudden it just starts to snowball. So you hate it for the Lady Tigers, but again, the experience going against a caliber team like Henderson, how they did not give up. And you take it and you learn.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they learned a lot from the McCracken game to tonight, and then tonight is just going to be a big lesson for the Lady Tigers. Coach Jacobs on his way up.
All right, Coach, how are you?
Good, how are you?
And Coach, it's not often we congratulate somebody after an 8-0 loss, but I have to congratulate you.
Thank you, I appreciate
on the
that.
effort that these Lady Tigers put forth. That first half, I think we were all just amazed at how well everybody played and the intensity that everybody that came on that field played with.
Yeah, that was I've got to take my hat off to those girls. They I laid out a game plan before the game, kind of let them know the direction we wanted to take playing Henderson. Obviously, they're a strong offensive team. They're Elite 8 team last year. They graduated 2 girls.
Right.
So they're tough. But we told them that we wanted to play a little more defensive. We wanted to man mark number 5, who was Maddie Grigg. She was the 3rd leading scorer in the state last year. Had 54 goals. So our key was to really limit her. And I thought we came out that first half and played it. I mean, to a T. Mm-hmm. To a T. That first goal, it's a redirect goal. It happens. But I couldn't be prouder of the way they came out that first half. They executed. They fought hard. They did 100% what I asked them at 110% effort.
One thing, and I had a little heads up from you that you were going in a defensive effort tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it? I know you're early in your coaching career, but how hard is it to take a team that wants to play one way, and 3rd game of the season, you're really switching it up and going to a defensive mode for a game against probably a region contender?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but I was confident in our girls that they could do it. I knew that a lot of them have played this formation before, especially the young ones who had played at the younger ages for me. And I knew that if I explained it, my girls have the soccer knowledge. They've got the ability to adapt, and they proved to me tonight that they're more than capable of doing that. They can handle any situation I give them. I thought that they understood their roles well. They asked lots of questions, which was good. I like that to show me that they're interested and they do want to know. But it's good. It's good, and it's good to know that we can rely on. We have 2 formations now that we can run with and be successful with. Tomorrow night, we more than likely will run the same formation. UHA's got a dangerous offensive player, just like Henderson does, and I think if we can execute the way we did tonight against UHA, we'll be fine, and we should be able to move on in that All-A.
We saw the game on last Thursday night against McCracken County.
Yep.
Looked like our girls gave them sometimes 5, 6, 7 yards to set up and look the field over. Tonight, we were right there smelling to see if they had onions for supper. I mean, we were right there in their face the whole night. Did that come directly from that McCracken County game, or was that a point of emphasis that you just thought they were a little weak in last week?
That was definitely a point of emphasis. Friday, we worked hard on correcting some things we thought we didn't do well against McCracken. We all had a pretty consensual agreement that it was not our best effort, that there were things that needed to change. The girls did a good job of coming out and changing that on Friday. And that was something, a real point of emphasis, that we've got to be stronger on the ball. We've got to want the ball. And I think that they realized that against McCracken it wasn't going to work, that Henderson is a better team than McCracken. And if we were going to be successful against Henderson, we were going to have to really adjust that. And they did it. It was a complete 180 from Thursday's game, and that's all I can ask for.
Absolutely. We were just amazed at that first half, and we congratulate you on the entire game. But your game plan going into that half, that was about as good a half as we've seen in girls soccer in a long time. Big week coming up. You've got UHA tomorrow night in the All-A Classic. Thursday night, you have Dawson here at home, 5:30 kick. We'll have that one here on the radio.
Right.
So we want to wish you well in those games. Is there anything you want to add tonight?
Like I said, I'm proud of our girls, proud of their effort. Like I said, this is another one of those games, 8-0. It doesn't tell the story of how the game went. I'm just extremely proud of the way they played. Like I said, they came out, they fought hard. Even when they conceded, they were quick to adjust. And just looking for, I think if we can take that same passion and that same energy and apply it tomorrow night, we should be fine in our All-A game.
Now, when is the next game, and if you advance in the All-A?
If we win tomorrow night, we'll play Wednesday night against, I haven't checked the scores yet, but it will be either Crittenden or Dawson, I believe.
And that'll still be at UHA?
That'll still be at UHA, yes.
Well, best of luck on those games, and we'll see you back here on Thursday night.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Coach Eric Jacobs here with the Lady Tigers. Great effort tonight by his squad as they come out, hold Henderson to one first-half goal, and come out in the second half. After 26 minutes left in the second half, they were still only down 2-0. The game was still right there for something good to happen for the girls. You got to love the effort tonight. I mean, a great effort from the coaching staff all the way down to the last player to come in.
Yeah, and again, I think as they moved the players in and out, kept fresh legs out there, just a great effort. You hate to see it snowball the other way, like the coach said. 8-0 is not indicative, and we talked about it all the first half of the game. It just was a great effort coming out. We fall on the short end, but that's all right. Again, playing a caliber team like Henderson, you learn, and you could sense the coach's how he was pleased, and just the game plan of looking at that. They got that opportunity tonight to play that game plan, showed they could be successful, and now moving into tomorrow night's game, the All-A Classic, he's feeling good about their opportunity and chances. So,
and this could be one of those games where a team actually comes together, even in a defeat like the football squad did last year against Christian County. Coach Barnes has made that comment more than once. That's the game that brought them together. This could be the same type situation.
Yep, great example.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here from Butler Stadium. It's been a good night of soccer here. Caldwell County does come out on the losing end 8-0, but a lot more positives than negatives out of this game. So until Thursday night, we'll be back on the air Thursday night with girls action at, say, 5:15, 5:20, right after the local news. And we'll be playing Dawson on Thursday night. Hope you'll tune in for that. Of course, Friday night is Caldwell County's first home football game of the season. We'll play Franklin Simpson at Tiger Stadium. We'll have Coach Barnes' show on at 6 o'clock with Bob Hayes. Then Bob Hayes, myself, Jordan Dunn, will have the pregame show brought to you by Farmers Bank and Trust at 6:30. And then kickoff at 7 o'clock at Tiger Stadium, Caldwell County, Franklin Simpson. So I hope you'll tune in for that also. So from Butler Stadium, for Dennis Stevens and Joe McEnany and Jordan Dunn, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you on Thursday. Good night, everybody.
Good night.